also have more sitting over here. I have too much skincare. Hey guys, my name is Sadie and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you're watching this video. So when it comes to skincare, I personally don't have like a set routine where I have one product for every category. I really like rotating things, switching things in and out of my routine, and of course trying new products when I get them, as I'm sure is true for many skincare enthusiasts. So today I'm going to be talking about my current skincare rotation and giving a couple mini reviews on products that I may have not mentioned before. Most of these products are going to be products I haven't mentioned in the past, just to, you know, mix things up and not repeat things, but some things in here are things that I have mentioned and I just can't not mention again because they are the products that I find myself reaching for on a daily basis. Some of these products I really do love, but others are just in my rotation because I bought them and now I'm trying to use them up. So without further ado, here is my current skincare rotation with some mini reviews too. So I'll be talking about these products in the order that I would be using them in my routine, so let's get started. Of course, as someone who wears makeup and SPF, I love to do a double cleanse, and I feel like doing a double cleanse is so essential to really getting everything off your skin. One thing that I have been using that I've mentioned a lot of times is the Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm, but this product is one I haven't mentioned and I have actually been loving. This is the Purito From Green Cleansing Oil. So this is a cleansing oil rather than a cleansing balm, and I am figuring out about myself that I really prefer a cleansing oil rather than a balm. Oh, and I forgot to mention my skin type. I have dry skin that can be sensitive and is acne prone. Personally, as someone who has sensitive and definitely reactive skin, I would say it tends to get pretty red pretty easily, even with just the physical things that I do with it. So I am finding that I really have been preferring cleansing oils over cleansing balms just because they are that much easier to work into the skin. This one from Purito is actually olive oil based. I know after hearing that I was definitely questioning it a little bit because olive oil can be a pore clogging product, but you know, when it's in a wash off stage like this, then you don't really have to worry about an ingredient like that. I wear waterproof mascara every day that I wear makeup, so I feel like that's the thing that is really testing the strength of the cleansing oils and balms that I try, and this one definitely takes it off pretty easily. Some of the balms that I use, I feel like I have to really work it into my lashes, but I love this for removing makeup. I love how gentle it is on the skin, and I think this is a wonderful first step cleanser. Alright, now getting into the second step of my cleansing. This is the Naturium Mixed Greens Nutrient Rich Cleanser. Right off the bat, I do not love this cleanser. It is a gel cleanser, which is definitely the formula I prefer. I don't know, something about it, it just feels a little too stripping for my skin. I am a person where after I cleanse, I can pretty soon afterwards already feel my skin feeling a little tight, feeling a little dry, and I feel like this is just a slight bit too stripping for me. It is not that gentle on the skin. I love really nice, really kind, gentle cleansers just because I feel like my face can be really reactive in the cleansing step especially. One positive about this is I feel like it's lasted me a very long time. I feel like you have to use only a very little amount of this product to really get a nice suds on your face. Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it. When I've described cleansers in the past, especially the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser, it just has a softness to the skin whenever you're trying to suds it up that I feel like this one is lacking. I'm sure this could be really effective with someone with more oily skin, but for me, as a dry skin person who has more reactive skin, this just feels too stripping and is not my favorite. But I have it, so I'm gonna use it. I am interested in trying the other cleanser by Naturium. I believe it's their niacinamide cleansing gelée. Alright, now I feel like I'm gonna go on the complete opposite end of the cleansing spectrum. This is the Etude House Jung pH 6.5 Whip Cleanser. It is a foaming cleanser. Foaming cleansers can tend to be very gentle on the skin, and I feel like this is just that. My favorite time to use this cleanser is actually in the morning, and the only reason why I do cleanse my face in in the morning is because I work out in the morning and my face is really sweaty, so I need to wash all that sweat and gunk off my face, and I feel like this is the perfect one to use for that scenario. This entire Jung line, I have really loved all of the products that I have tried from it, and I will mention another one a little later in this video. The foam for this cleanser is really like a whipped cream texture. It has a bit more body to it than other foaming cleansers that I have tried. And if you are a person with really sensitive skin, I definitely recommend you try this cleanser out. It is so kind to the skin, and that texture of it being really foamy, it is super lightweight too. This entire Jung line I feel like is perfect for anyone with sensitive or acne prone skin. Super effective, super gentle, love this cleanser. Okay, moving on to post-cleanse toning stage. The toner that I have been using is the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner. This I really wanted to try after the recommendation of the girls from Beauty Within, Rowena and Felicia. I love their channel. I tend to love their recommendations, but to be honest, I don't love this one that much. What I like from my toners is for the toner to have like a little bit of viscosity to it. Not really like stickiness, but having that thicker than water texture that just feels, you can feel it more on your skin and isn't as runny, and I feel like this is definitely a more runny toner, which is great if you want to, you know, pack on the layers of your toner, but my preference when it comes to toner, this is just not it. Also, I don't know if I maybe just have a bad product, but I was also very disturbed by the smell of this product. It may be because of the fermented ingredients in this, I don't know. And I'm not really a person who tends to be sensitive when it comes to smells, but there was just something off about this product when I smelled it. And yeah, personally when it comes to toners, I like when I can still feel like that suppleness to my skin when it doesn't immediately soak into my skin, and that's what I experienced with this one. I'll continue to use it and probably will use it up pretty soon, and I do like to do the toning step both in the morning and at night just to get my skin ready for the serums that I'm going to put on top. When it comes to my own personal preferences and the toners that I like to use, this is just not really it for me. Alright, moving on to a product that I have been absolutely loving. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA plus BHA Pore Tight Toner. I've mentioned before that I wanted to do a Glow Recipe brand review, but to be honest, there are so many great ones on YouTube already. I feel like I didn't really have anything to add to the conversation, but I have truly loved so many of the products that I have tried from Glow Recipe, and this one did not disappoint. As I mentioned in a couple previous videos, I have been really loving PHAs as my exfoliating step in my routine. As someone who is definitely slowed down on the actives and is being extra gentle with my skin these days, I love this option for exfoliating. This is both an exfoliating toner but is also extremely hydrating. PHAs can also have that benefit to your skin as well, in addition to the exfoliating properties. This has willow bark in it, which is a natural form of BHAs, and what I mentioned about what this toner was lacking is that kind of thicker, plumper, it's weird to describe a liquid like that, but it even says on the description on Sephora's website that this is a bouncy textured toner, and you can totally feel that from the minute you pour it out into your hand. This is also definitely one that I would use directly into my hand and onto my face rather than putting it on something like a cotton pad. That's just personally my preference when it comes to toners, and I feel like you can just feel the benefits of the product more when you just put it directly on your skin and you can feel that texture rather than, you know, feeling the texture of a cotton pad. And personally, when it comes to exfoliators, I feel like I can really tell the next day how my skin has reacted to it. This was just so gentle, but I feel like at the same time, I was still able to see the benefits of this being an exfoliating product the next day. Something like this I would definitely only use at night because it does have BHAs in it. Also, I feel like this does differ from the other products in the Watermelon Glow line because the smell to it does not smell as nice as some of the other Watermelon Glow products. This has like a sharper, more bitter smell to it, almost like really sour or bitter pineapple. That's what this kind of smells like to me. So it's not as nice of a smell as the mist or the dewdrops, but I really do love this product. It comes in very thick, nice glass packaging. I will say that for a toner, this is a little pricey at $34, but I have truly been loving the benefits that I have seen from this product, and I can't wait to keep using it and see how much I can benefit benefit from it. And this is definitely one of my favorite Glow Recipe products in the entire line. Alright, now I do have 2 more Glow Recipe products that I feel like I have to mention. I have mentioned them here before on my channel, so I won't go on too long about either of them. These are both serums that I have been loving using. This is the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum, and this other one is the Glow Recipe, of course, Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. This serum, while it is pretty up there in price for a hyaluronic serum, it retails for $42 for, I don't know how much is in here. Not very much, not enough. While it is pretty pricey, this is so by far my favorite hyaluronic serum that I have tried. It has that wonderful, nice, sticky texture. Not sticky in a bad way, but I don't know, I just see the benefits that I want to see from an hyaluronic acid whenever I use this product. I love it. I mentioned it in my best of 2020. Still the best for me in the month of February in 2021. I can see that I'm working through it pretty quickly, but I love to use this one, especially at night. I haven't tried it in the morning, so I don't know how it would perform underneath makeup. Totally love it. Best hyaluronic serum I've tried. And the dew drops, I think I mentioned this in 2 videos at this point, but love it. Love niacinamide. This is amazing under makeup, perfect to use in the morning, doesn't pill like a lot of other niacinamide products do in my experience. And this one is cheaper. This is $34 rather than the hyaluronic serum, so I don't know what the discrepancy is there. I just absolutely love those 2 products. As soon as I started incorporating them into my routine, I feel myself wanting to reach for them every day. But you know, I try to use it a little more sparingly so I can have it in my life a little longer before I have to repurchase it. And also you will see there are other products sitting here behind me. Most of them I've talked about before, but they're also part of my rotation, just, you know, in case you're curious. I also have more sitting over here. I have too much skincare. Moving on to moisturizers. There are 2 moisturizers I'm going to mention. This one is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. This has hyaluronic acid and also a peptide complex. The smell of this product, I know there is a fragrance-free version of it, but this is the fragrance version. And it smells really good. It smells like marshmallows or some sort of sweet candy. I just spit when I said that. This is a pretty rich cream texture. It feels super hydrating without feeling oily whatsoever. It sinks in the skin very nicely, so much that I actually love to use this in the morning. Especially during the winter time, my skin can really dry out during the day, so I do like to go in with something a little bit heavier like this face cream. It is e.l.f., so it is also really affordable. I think this retails for $12 for 1.8 ounces, which is a 0.1 more than the standard moisturizer size, I think. If you are more sensitive to fragrances, they do have a fragrance-free version of this product. If you have more oily skin, then this is definitely something that I would recommend to use at night rather than during the day. Holy Hydration is right. I have really been loving this moisturizer, and you really can't beat the price tag on this. And also, I don't wanna be shady or anything, but when I feel like it comes to drugstore skincare brands, you know, the brands that are really accessible, you can walk into somewhere like Walgreens or Target and just pick up whatever products you'd like. When it comes to those brands, ones that are so heavily recommended, not that they aren't great products, but I'm just not drawn towards using things like CeraVe or Cetaphil or La Roche-Posay. I know that they are so recommended by dermatologists and they're so great on the skin and whatever, they're awesome, yay. But I just don't find myself wanting to use those products. Something about them just like, it feels so clinical and the packaging is like, oh, where is the aesthetic? Where's the fun? That's another thing about skincare. Yes, you can be completely utilitarian about it and use skincare just for, you know, I want to take care of my skin. I don't care what the things look like. Sure, if you're that kind of person, then go for it, but I love the fun of skincare. I love products being fun and innovative. I love brands bringing things to their products, fun ingredients, fun packaging, having an aesthetic to the brand, having a personality behind the brand. I also really love that when it comes to my skincare. I'm sure a lot of people don't care about that whatsoever, but for me, I love that about skincare also. So when it comes to most drugstore skincare brands like I am just not interested in trying them. But that is what I love about the e.l.f. skincare that I have tried so far, is it has the best of both worlds. It's a little more fun, but just as accessible as some of those other drugstore brands, and definitely something like this I would be reaching for over than the CeraVe moisturizing cream. I'm sorry, I tried it, I did not love it. I don't get the hubbub. Alright, I just talked about a very affordable moisturizer, but now it's time to talk about a very expensive one. This is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This 1.7 ounce jar retails for a whopping $68. I have done a brand review over the products that I have tried from Tatcha. I think I even mentioned in that video that I probably won't be repurchasing it, but as I'm running out of it, I feel myself already starting to miss this moisturizer, as ridiculous as that sounds. Like I mentioned in that Tatcha video, this product being called the Dewy Skin Cream, I feel like leaves that dew and leaves that glow on your skin. It is like the ideal moisturizer that I would love to use at night. It doesn't feel too heavy or suffocating on the skin in any way, but just feels truly so moisturizing and so nice on the skin. It leaves not like a film on my skin, but especially when it comes to going to sleep and moisturizers I like to use at night, I like waking up feeling like I still have product on my face. My least favorite feeling is waking up in the morning and feeling like my face is so dry and has just been drying out overnight and feels so tight and in the morning. I never experienced that with this. My face feels almost as soft as it did when I was going to sleep. I am so on the fence about repurchasing this. Maybe I will wait until Sephora has their next VIB sale. But yeah, I am so, I don't know. I really love it. It's like I don't want to admit to myself that this is my favorite nighttime moisturizer to use because I don't want to repurchase it with it being that expensive. But truly, this is my favorite nighttime moisturizer to use. However you look at it, it's ridiculously expensive for a moisturizer, but I don't know. You may see me repurchasing that one, or you may not because I'll be embarrassed about spending that much on a moisturizer. Alright, and one final product to mention. I've talked about this probably multiple times before, but this is again from the Etude House Jung line, and this is their Cica balm. I've mentioned that I love to use this as a spot treatment, but I've also really been loving this as like a sleeping mask or a step to go over my moisturizer just to really lock everything in. Having something like a sleeping mask or a sleeping pack, as they are also called, is just going to help prevent transepidermal water loss, or TOOL, which is the process of your skin losing moisture overnight or over long periods of time. Cica, or Centella asiatica, is a skincare ingredient that is very popular in a lot of Korean and Asian skincare, and is something that is going to help with irritation and redness and is just so soothing and nice to the skin. And especially when my skin is feeling extra irritated or extra red for some reason, I love going in with products that contain Centella asiatica. I know that Dr. Jart also has a lot of popular Cica products, but this Sunjung Etude House line is a lot more affordable than Dr. Jart. And about these Etude House products, they do sell them on websites like YesStyle or Stylovana, but I tend to find that they can be cheaper on Amazon if you are a person who shops on Amazon. I just love it, and it is such a staple in my routine and in my collection. I am always reaching for it. Alright, and that completes my current skincare rotation. Like I mentioned, I bet 2 weeks from now this rotation can look completely different than how it is already. If you have any current favorite skincare products that you think that I should try as someone with dry, sensitive, acne-prone skin, I would love to hear about them. Leave a like or a comment down below if you feel so inclined. If you haven't already, subscribe to stick around. I would so appreciate if you did. And until the next video, I will see you all then. Bye!